Throughout history, humanity has been obsessed with understanding the mind. But sometimes, that obsession crosses a line. The experiments you're about to witness weren't just unethical, they were terrifying. These are the 7 darkest psychological experiments ever conducted, and the horrifying truths they revealed. Let's begin. In the 1950s, the CIA launched a secret project known as MK-Ultra. Its goal? To control the human mind. They used LSD, hypnosis, sleep deprivation, and electroshock, often without the subject's consent. People were dosed without warning. Some ended up in psychiatric wards. Others never came back. One scientist, Frank Olson, mysteriously died after being drugged. His family claims he was murdered to cover it up. To this day, thousands of MK-Ultra documents remain classified. What exactly did they discover, and why are they still hiding it? Next, the Rosenhan experiment. In 1973, psychologist David Rosenhan sent 8 perfectly healthy people to psychiatric hospitals. All of them said the same thing. I hear a voice saying the word empty, that was it. And yet, every single one of them was diagnosed with schizophrenia. They acted completely normal after being admitted. Still, none were released quickly. One remained institutionalized for 52 days. This experiment shattered trust in mental health systems. If doctors can't tell who's sane, who decides what's real? Then came the Stanford Prison Experiment. In 1971, college students were assigned roles, some as guards, some as prisoners. The guards quickly became abusive. They forced prisoners to do humiliating tasks, deprived them of sleep, and shouted obscenities. The prisoners? They broke down, cried, begged to leave. The experiment, scheduled for 2 weeks, was shut down in just 6 days. The lesson? Power changes people. And under the right conditions, anyone can become a monster. Our next stop, white room isolation. A little-known experiment placed volunteers in completely white, silent rooms. No windows, no sounds, no colors. In less than 48 hours, subjects experienced auditory hallucinations. By day 3, some reported seeing figures or hearing voices. One said, "It was like my brain was trying to invent reality." Sensory deprivation isn't just uncomfortable, it's mentally destructive. Let's talk about the Milgram experiment. Could ordinary people harm others just because they're told to? In 1961, participants were instructed to give electric shocks to a stranger in another room, an actor, though they didn't know it. Each wrong answer meant a higher voltage. The stranger screamed in pain, begged them to stop, eventually went silent. And yet, 65% of people continued shocking them to the maximum level. Why? Because an authority figure said, "You must continue." This experiment revealed something chilling. Obedience can override empathy. Then there's the sleep deprivation trials. In one experiment, volunteers were kept awake for 11 days. Their bodies shook. Their thoughts spiraled. Some couldn't form complete sentences. Others became paranoid, hallucinated, or forgot who they were. But what makes this darker is the legend it inspired, the Russian sleep experiment. A fictional story about gas-chambered soldiers who went mad and tore each other apart. Though it's a myth, real science shows prolonged sleeplessness can cause brain damage and psychosis. Finally, the float tanks, known as sensory deprivation chambers. Originally created to study consciousness, they became popular among psychologists and even intelligence agencies. In total silence and darkness, with the body floating in warm water, the mind is completely isolated. Some people experience deep relaxation. Others descend into madness. Past trauma, repressed fears, even hallucinations can surface within minutes. Some studies showed intense anxiety and panic attacks within the first hour. Why? Because when the brain has no input, it creates its own. So what do all these experiments tell us? They reveal that the human mind is fragile, shaped by power, isolation, authority, and fear. They prove that under the right, or wrong, conditions, anyone's sense of reality can be broken. Most of these studies were conducted in the name of science or security. But ask yourself, at what cost? Many of these experiments are now banned. But whispers remain. That some continue in secret. That new methods are being tested. On the edge of what we know, and what we should never know. Thanks for watching. If this disturbed you, good. That means your mind is still yours. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more unsettling truths. Until next time, stay curious, and stay awake.